folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, Penn State Nittany Lions. For Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstrom. Let's get this thing underway. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Looking to throw now on first down. He fires downfield. Kicks it on the left side. Explosive play. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. And I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route. Just doesn't come down with a catch.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to throw again. Caught by the receiver. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Wow, a risky call here on the opening drive of the game by the head coach, and it pays off for a touchdown. I love to see that aggressive attacking style by this offense.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. There's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays. Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He pulls in the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain and bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Number 7 on this drive is a 4th down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Backed against the wall. You practice these kind of things in spring ball, in camp in the summer, even during the week of preparation. Who's going to win, the offense or the defense? The defense does their job here on 3rd and goal to knock that one away. Now we got a big call coming up here on 4th down.
And he's got it, no problem.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's past the marker and still going. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and
He's looking deep here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. And the ball is picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Have one more play here in the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Headed for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Penn State.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. It moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the move now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Callaway. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Nice grab. It's Callaway. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Inside the 25. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And tackled there by the defense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Or snap to the back. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. The defense showing blitz here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that run produces a decent gain. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Nittany Lions come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades.
They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Breaks free. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass jump. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
This offense is clicking. Clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He gets loose. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
2nd down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Callaway. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. The offense going with the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Perkins. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. They'll run it from the gun. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Press coverage now from these DBs. They'll try to run this one in. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Lions will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got room to run. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the mark. The Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Breaks into the clear. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a deep shot to the right. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The tight end grabs it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. QB keeper all the way. And he'll be brought down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Makes a quick grab.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. We'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. Who got it? The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks into open space. Tackle made after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Longhorns will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. And the Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. He keeps it on the design run. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Perkins.
And it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Callaway. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. On the move now. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying.
Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Now it's 2nd down here. Sticking with the running game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right, but it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And the returner heads out of bounds. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He's bringing it back. Past the 20. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Offense takes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6, and they recover from that right now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Design quarterback run. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking for a gap. It's Callaway. Breaks loose at the 40. He makes the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
1st and goal, handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a rush. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And that one is incomplete in the end zone.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Down big. They'll obviously go for it here on 4th and goal.
Cooler. Ready, set.
Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
Now with no time left in this blowout loss, the PAT, just a formality. And the PAT is good. Doesn't matter much in the end as they go down.